think that the role of literature will be more and more important because literature is capable to do, and storytelling is capable to do some simple things, some simple miracles. One of them is to produce the memory. It's very important because, you know, because of the stories, because of the reflection after the Second World War, we had 7 decades peace, which is a lot of time. So we should produce a memory about this war as well. You know, one of our problems with the memory is that we took the memory as granted. We had the memory about the war, about the Second World War, and we thought, okay, it's enough. Every generation will just receive this memory like heritage, but it's not true. The memory is a muscle. So the muscle of memory should be trained every day. Our stories should be narrated every day. And I know, I talk with my friends, with Ukrainian writers, also with Ostap. I know how difficult it is now to believe or to write about your experience, about the experience of the war. But anyway, I read a great poems about the war. I read some Jardin's pieces. I read part of Ostap's dictionary. We translated in Bulgaria some poems from the young poet who died on the front. And it's not just a great literature. It's a great, what to say, it's a great memory, and it's a, yeah, it's a great, okay, I forgot the word, but it's something that we should keep. And also about literature, you know, in time of crisis, in time of wars, in turbulent times, some genres became more stronger than others. So I think that now the poetry and essays and short texts who could try to explain what happened will be more and more important. And the other thing, which is very important, we have a parallel war of this war. No one war starts with the first shell or with the first bullets. The war starts before that, of course, with the fighting of stories, the fighting of the words. And so we have a parallel propaganda war. And in this war, we have propaganda versus literature. Both of them, they work with the human feelings, with the human beings. But propaganda tries to explain the world for 3 minutes in 2 dimensions. Literature is working with the fears, with the memory, with the all these human feelings, trying to explain them in a complex way. And but finally, actually, the fight is for the human being. If we have the human being between propaganda and literature, we will see how literature tried to save what is like tiny red line to stay on the side of humanity, because every war tried to erase this red line. Every propaganda says, okay, it's not a human being, it's your enemy. So it doesn't matter what she think or fear or something like this, it should be destroyed. Literature tried to save, literature tried to say, okay, it could be your enemy, but it's a human being. And this is very, very important fighting of between literature and propaganda. And we know from Scheherazade that telling our stories, we could gain one more day and one more day. So if you are, it's very important how this war will finish. In a way, I'm sure that the Ukraine will be the winner, but it's very important that after that war, we will have memory. We will know clearly that this kind of aggression will not be possible anymore. Couldn't happen anymore because we have memory about this, and memory is part of the ethics. So I really believe that the muscle of memory should be trained every day with our stories, just to keep the human nature of the human beings.